Well, welcome back, people. This is a weekend of videos, isn't it? I'm making hay while the sun shines. I think this is video number 4 in 2 days. Anyway, this is Mike Espo's Gasser Challenge. Again, it's one of them. I didn't think I had too many points of interest. I didn't think I had too many to look at. But we've got about 16 or 17 in front of us. I'm going to do my top 10, so I'm just going to whiz through and crack on with it and show you some honourable mentions. But please check out Mike Espo and his work. He's one of the fairly legendary free blind mice. He does some great customs. He does some great showings of his city, New York, which is fascinating to me. More of that, please, Mike. And if you can hear any childish noise in the background, it's the kids next door playing up against the fence. God bless them. So anyway, these are the quick whiz through. You've all seen these. These are quite unremarkable, really. And so we'll go number 1 with a Bruise Cruiser. The more I look at this, the more I think this is ripe for a proper customization. I quite like the wheels. I don't mind the tampos, but that engine in black plastic, what an insult. It's a nice casting. We've all seen this. I'm not even going to put it on the turntable. I'm just whizzing through. Same car from the Art Car series. But look, this time they've done that engine in chrome and put a little bit of stained detail on it. And what a difference it makes. Yeah, so that's an honourable mention. We've all seen these. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. They're a good, honest car with a good stance. I quite like them. There's another variation of that. Okay. And then we've got this kind of tuned out Chevy Impala, which is a big old mean casting. It's pretty wild, is this one, and pretty substantial, even though it's got a plastic base. There's that much metal in it. It is weighty. Again, chromed engine, that works. Beautiful woody surf and turf. I think it's worth an honourable mention. Look, surfboard on there, nicely detailed out. Nice skylight on it. Nice chrome. I like this. I like this a lot. It's a bit of fun. I won't be collecting them, but it's a bit of fun, and that's got to pass as a gasser, surely. And then finally, the last of the daft castings. There we go. Look at that monstrous lump. You see, you have to understand, people, that the gasser isn't really a thing in England. I've never seen one. I'm sure there'll be a showground that has these things. I mean, that is monstrous. My main question is, how the heck do you see safely past these things to drive? You know, it's an obstruction, isn't it? But anyway, there's a 1968 Mustang. And I say that's a tuned out version, but for some reason, I like that as soon as I saw it. And maybe because it could be robbed for parts, for customization, but do you know, I quite like that as it is. So let's get into the proper stuff then. Chris. Corvette, I believe. Get it up the right way for a change. Ah, this is Overboard. Okay, Overboard 454. So I guess it's a fantasy casting after all. But that engine's sat proud. I'll give him a few seconds on the wheel. Chris, apologies. Gas Monkey. Corvette. I think a lot of us own this one. It is a lovely casting. Nice engine proportion there. Nothing much by the way of detail back and front, but I think that, whoa, I think that's just hit the floor is what I think. And yeah, it's got lovely curvy lines there just running into the windscreen. I think the engine's in proportion, nothing too crazy, but it is one of my favourites. So there's number 9. Number 8. Some of us are becoming aware of this now. I was lucky to hit this when it first came out. And this says, is that South Association, Gasser Association? It's a Bobby Dazzler. It's not too overblown. I like the subdued wheels. Easy customizable back end. Chrome front, always nice. Nice big engine bay there. Lovely motor in there. And I'll just confirm, yes, it is a 64 Chevy Nova, but I think that's a beautiful example and the latest version, I'm led to believe. I like that one. Now, 2 castings, we can call them fantasy if you want, but it's a beautiful shape of a gasser. Again, most of you all know this Valentine's Day one. This is the Roger Dodger. I do like the shape. I think the paint is absolutely wonderful, as you can see the light picking it up there. Again, the motor, a little more overblown this time. Good wheels, great exhaust. No details back and front, but that in its entirety, I think, is a beautiful car. I'm really happy to have that one, and I often look it over. But even more so than that is probably the latest version of the Roger Dodger in this beautiful gold and black Tampo scheme. The grey wheels, you know, with gold edges. For me, I should hate them, but I can't. In that Tampo work there, he's picked out the word punk. We've got some lovely Tampo work, suggestion of engine cogs and bits and pieces there. Big R there for Roger, I suppose, Roger Dodger. Very little detail, but again, same the other side. I think that is a beautiful gasser, and I love everything about that car, which is unusual for me. I'd usually have to tinker with it in some way, but I think that's a great version of a Roger Dodger. Nice gasser. So into my top 5. Some of you have seen this one. I sent a load of anonymous ones out. Lovely gold cockpit. This is the Italian Passangasser. As I say, in America, if you eBay this, you'll see them starting from about $10 upwards. Celebrate the 50th anniversary, and I say this was the Italian only exclusive. I know some have filtered through to other parts of the world, but it's a beautiful golden thing. I know a couple of you have already got this. There's a couple more of you about to get this if the mail service ever get their arse into gear. I mailed a number of these out anonymously, and a month later 2 have arrived out of I think 5. So there'll be 2 of my regulars that are still to get them, and I'm not going to name you. I'll just wait until it falls on your doormat and then you'll know. But anyway, so that's a premium piece really, simply for the fact that it is what it is. And here's my number 4, and this is a premium as well. There we go. I think 1 or 2 of you might have seen this from a premium case I did. Can't say as I like the wheels, I don't think they're premium. This is a Racing Champions, and the subject matter is wrestling, the New World Order. I can't say it's my thing either, but I do like this. I don't know what that says there. I think it's by something, I don't know. Can you see that, people? I don't know. But yeah, that's a beautiful gasser. I do believe this is a Ford. Mike Dyson. 32 Fordman. That's 32 on me head, isn't it? 57 Fordman. You're not that old, Fordy, I know. Yeah, is this a Ford? It doesn't say. All it says on the base is Racing Champions. Just there above my thumb. That's it. But I think that's a Ford. I'd pretty much stake my life on that. Nice gasser out. Into my top three. This piece cries to be seen because it is so outrageous and outlandish. And this is probably the craziest gasser I've ever seen. Boom. Look at the state of that. Is that not monstrous? Look at that engine. It's like a cathedral. That is the biggest motor I have ever seen in a gasser. If you know different, you put me straight. But this is an old one. It's play one. But the wheels are good, as you've seen. It rolls a treat. And I bet if it wasn't so wide, that would go down a racetrack like a thunder god. I'm building this one up. I mean, just look at it. It is lunacy. It's absolute lunacy. Like I say, that's like Battersea Power Station on the cover of the Pink Floyd album. And look at that. Even at the front end, it is just stupendously overblown. Every angle. That's just a sticker on top, and I've got that wonderful spray called Sticky Stuff Remover. So I think I might just remove that, get this a good polish up. But the reason I'm building this one up is, I say, it is the most monstrous gasser I have ever seen. I'll be surprised if I see another one during this challenge. But I've got my old mate Mick 67 to thank for this. I have never seen anything as wacky as a gasser or so overblown. There's virtually no view out them windscreens, look. It is just all motor. And I love it for that fact. And we'll turn it over and reveal that this is the Pie-Eyed Piper, number 48 from Matchbox, part of the Superfast range. So these are pipes from a Scottish piper, or a tribute to them, or even cathedral organ pipes. But that is crazy. I'd love to see another one in a different variation. Mick 67. I don't know if you wondered this was going to receive such high praise early on after getting it. It wasn't that long ago he sent me it. But that is just, I mean, look at it. It stands. If that's 164, I'll eat my hat. It is monstrous. I suppose looking at the next two, yeah, I could see that, but that is well overblown. So we come to my top two. Mike at Nitro Speed showed this one. Lovely premium from the Transport series. Team Transport. Black Hole. What have we got there? 68 Supernova. Beautiful. Pizza cutters on the front. Big chunky fatties on the back. Goodyear. Nice big engine bay, as you'd expect from a Mattel premium. Very weighty, metal on metal, real riders, rubber tyres. Nice Chevrolet bow tie on the back there, number 66, Black Hole, Racing, AAGS. What's not to like about that? I love it when it's on the Team Transport. It's a fine thing. So I'll move this monster and replace it with this monster. And that comes to me number one, and I know one or two of you have this one. I say I'm not a gasser man, I'll say I'm not, but then I'm looking at about 16, 17 pieces in front of me. And I know I've got a few more elsewhere, but this is a hellish weight as well. And I don't think I'm surprising anybody with this piece. The big deal. The hat is my favourite gasser. Lime and purple. Does it go? Should it go? It does here. My God, do I love this. And this is the 50th anniversary look, as you can see there. Metal on metal. Real riders again. Lovely stance. Look how that's jacked up at the front. And no, nothing there, but we know that this is a gasser. I'm thinking this is a Chevy. What do you say, Rat Black? But yeah, that is a wacky piece. That to me is what a gasser stands for in my head. That I mean, look how smooth that is. Wow. That's what a gasser stands for in my head. Something totally outrageous, like the one Mick 67 sent me. But that is beautiful on the eye. In terms of paintwork, stance, you know, what a wonderful thing. So, I'm going to call this it at 16 minutes. You've seen many gassers, some fine, not so fine, some, yeah, okay. But Mike Espo, check his channel out for good customs, good showings, and lovely videos of New York. The unseen stuff, which is fascinating to me, being a foreign national, so yeah. Anyway, folks, that's Mike Espo's Gasser Challenge. Get involved. Show us what you got. From Sol for now, cheerio.